Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. We're almost at that goal. If you're an NBA fan or a Miami Heat fan, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support. So Kevin Durant is out of there when the summertime comes. That's from Udonis Haslam. He says that Kevin Durant's tenure with the Phoenix Suns has been a failed project, and he's absolutely right. I mean, yeah, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal on paper sound so good, but at the end of the day, it did not translate to wins due to injuries. And like I said, you have three players that pretty much all do the same thing. And the roster construction was also terrible. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's get into the video.
He out of there when the summertime come. I mean, anytime you start referring to the front office as them and the higher-ups and the guys upstairs, then that means there's a disconnect because it's usually we and us. So if you're not using those words, then we in the locker room understands what that means. You have separated yourself from the front office. And if you separate yourself from the front office, eventually they're going to separate you from the locker room. So we understand where this is going. I got to agree with Perk. I was a little bit hesitant, but this has been a failed project. This just has not worked out for the front office. This hasn't worked out for KD. He's not happy. I'm sure Book's not happy. This has not worked out for anybody. Nobody is happy with this situation right now. And understanding KD and where he's at right now, I say this all the time. If your best player is your hardest worker, then you got something to work with. KD is your best player, and he's your hardest worker. But he is not the leader some of us might want him to be. But that's okay. That's splitting hairs because you got other guys in the locker room who can take that leadership role. So I'm not putting all that leadership on KD. Other guys can definitely take that role. Like you said, Chiney, he is your favorite hooper's favorite hooper. KD going to show up and play. He going to bring it. Through hell or hot water, you're going to get the best version of KD if he can come out there and play for you. So he's going to take care of that. I'm with KD on this one, man. We can't put all this one on him.
Once the summer hits, Kevin Durant, he's definitely out of there. He was also pissed off that the Phoenix Suns would even put him on the trading block before the trade deadline. This season, he's averaging 27.3 points, 6.0 rebounds, 4.2 assists, shooting 53.2% from the field, and he's 36 years old. You know, Kevin Durant, he was also open to playing for the Miami Heat. To be honest, he should have been on this Miami Heat team a long time ago. He should have never went to Phoenix. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, we don't want to trade for a 36-year-old player. Okay, but how do you view this Miami Heat roster going forward into the future? Yes, this is the youth movement, but do you still believe in Jaime? Do we believe in Jovic as, future pieces that are really going to help this Miami Heat team win? Yes, we have Tyler. Yes, we have Bam. And right now we have Wiggins, but none of those guys are number one options that's going to put your team in the right position to win a championship. And if you don't believe me, let's listen to Tyler Herro about it.
It's hard to do. I don't think people realize how hard it is to win a championship, and everything has to fall in line. But I think right now we started the season with Jimmy saying we're going to try to win a championship. I think obviously if we're calling a spade, we're not contenders right now. But I think with the team that we're trying to put together, we have a lot of young guys that can really help us win. Khalil Ware's coming into his own, Nico, Jovic, Jaquez. So I think we have a lot of young guys that are starting to, really see where their role can be with the new roster we have.
Now, Tyler Herro, he was absolutely right. I think we definitely have a great young team, but we're not a championship team. We're not a championship contender. That's why when Miami Heat fans tell me that, we need to be winning games, we need to compete, for what? Tyler Herro just told you we are not a championship team. Yes, we have good young players, but that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. We lost our max player in Jimmy Butler. There's no team right now, if they were to lose their max player, they're going to still be a championship team or to be even able to compete for a championship. And there's nothing wrong with that. We had a great run with Jimmy Butler. Teams go through ups and downs all the time. There is nothing wrong with taking a few steps back so that you put your team into position to win championships in the future. All these bad teams of the past, the OKC Thunder, the Orlando Magic, there's a bunch of teams that were terrible for years and years and years, and look at them now. They have a young group of stars, young groups of talent, all up and down the league. You see the teams that they were terrible for decades almost. And, they didn't make the playoffs. And look at them now. And that's what it really all comes down to. You have teams that are willing to get rid of their stars. Like Ja. Could he be traded? There was rumors about that. Trae Young, he's not happy in Atlanta losing all those games. Kevin Durant, he wasn't happy that he was put on the trading block and this whole big three completely fell apart. So there's going to be stars available, and I'm not saying that the Miami Heat will get any of these guys. But you already know that when the summertime hits, the Miami Heat, they're going to be linked to all the quote-unquote stars. Knowing the Miami Heat will probably just end up with Julius Randle. Hopefully that does not happen. But let me know what you guys think. Would you guys want Ja if he's available? Trae Young if he's available? Kevin Durant at his older age? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.